Alright, what's up, family? Got another good one for you. Watch them. Let's pay attention on this one here. I'm gonna title this one, Don't Get Fired Because of Greed. And watch this. When I say that, think about what I'm saying. We all been tempted, or can be tempted by some form of avarice. That's gonna be the word of the day. Avarice. A-V-A, rice. A-V-A-R-I-C-E, avarice. It's just another word for greed. But remember, we want to broaden your vocabulary. Stop using simple words. Change your words up sometimes, especially when writing or talking to other people. So think about it. Like I said, title of the video, Don't Get Fired Because of Greed. How many times I don't care what job you got. I don't care if you a school teacher, you work at the motor vehicles. We all too familiar with crooked cops taking bribes and stuff like that. Truck drivers. I'm gonna run them all down to you. Do not get fired because of your avarice behind somebody else's scheme or scam. Watch this. I'm gonna just give you. Like I said, let's say with a cop. Cops, they take bribes all the time, right? We hear about it all the time, read about it, see it on the internet, see it in a movie. It might be a good cop, but now someone, because of his avarice, meaning greed, someone say, hey man, we give you this X amount of money if you just turn a blind eye to what's going on over here. And he's taking the money, and before you know it, eventually, and hopefully that guy gets caught, get fired, even charges brought on him. But this happens to everyday people. Watch this. I'm going to give you one story of mine personally. I remember when I was driving for FedEx Freight, driving the tractor trailers. I remember I was at this stop, and I just finished, they just finished loading my truck. Now I was on my lunch break. So I was on the side of the building, now I was finished the lunch break. As I was walking back to my truck, the freaking joker of the company comes out all raggedy looking, gonna say to me, hey buddy, hey, you wanna make a few extra dollars? And I was like, I'm not falling for this nonsense, I'm not. But like I said, I'm not falling for the nonsense, but this joker kept pushing. He was like, yo, hey, I can make you a couple of extra bucks if you need them. I said, nah, I'm good. He said, well, look, just hear me out, man. He said, listen, this is the company I own. So I said, all right, let me see what he's talking about. Because I don't know if he's talking about the on hours or off hours on the weekend, whatever the case. I don't know. I said, let me hear him out. Then all of a sudden, he went right for it. He said, you see those trailers over there? He said, if you could do me a favor, unhook your tractor from your trailer, and could you hook up to those 5 trailers, one by one, and if you could bring them over to the other side of the building, around on the other street there. He said, I'll give you about 200 bucks or so. He said, man, I'm sure you could do it real good. You're a good driver, right? You probably could knock that out in a quick half an hour, right? Man, you ain't gonna get me to. I said, nah, man, I can't do this. When I was driving for FedEx Freight, I said, nah, I'm passing it. I appreciate it, man. He said, buddy, how long you been driving? I'm sure you could do that in like a half an hour. You could do all 5 trailers. I said, nah, I appreciate it, man. We can't do nothing like that. He kept pushing it. But let me tell y'all something. Let me tell y'all what would have happened. A high probability what would have happened. Because if this is the company you work for, if those are your trailers, where the hell is your tractors to get them? I'm going to tell you what would have probably happened. The moment I would have unhooked up my trailer from my tractor, the moment I would have hooked up to his, the moment I would have pulled out, I'm telling you now, that trailer would have been lopsided with weight. It would have been offset in weight. It would have tipped over. The axle might have been broke. The legs, the crank thing would have been broke. Something would have definitely went wrong. I could guarantee you that. And the moment I would have pulled out, that thing would have toppled. It would have fell. And guess what he'd be saying? Hey, I don't know. Hey, I gotta call the police. I gotta make a report. I gotta call your company. Hey, man, I gotta put in a lawsuit. And guess what would have been happening? I definitely would have been getting fired without a doubt. Who knows what else would have came with that? But you see what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna let the avarice, I wasn't gonna let my greed get in the way of this guy's nonsense. Nah, man, I'll pass on that $200. It sound good. I could have made a quick 200, but who knows whatever else trouble would have came along with that. So like I said, I've actually seen in the workings at a truck stop where I've seen why the truck guy coming out of the restroom of the rest area, I've seen him be approached by another random person that say, hey man, you want to make a quick $500? Like $500? Yeah, ain't you going down Interstate Sunset? If you could just drop off this book bag, and all you got to do, you didn't got to do anything, just drop. Bro, I'm telling you, I've seen this. where someone asks a truck driver, hey, as you're going down, all you got to do is get off this exit. As soon as you get off, it's going to be a guy in the rest area. You just get this to him, and you can just get right back on the interstate. You ain't got to do anything. He's going to give you $500 right on top. Now, don't let your avarice, meaning, remember, greed, just another word for greed. Use different words, people. Don't let your avarice get in the way of somebody else's scheme or scam that could possibly make you not only get fired, but charges being brought up on you. Don't fall for it. Like I said, I don't care if you the person that work in the motor vehicles. I've seen it. I've seen it where somebody come to the person in motor vehicles and say, hey, listen, can I put a bug in your ear? Hey, listen, I got a buddy that's trying to pass these CDL tests and or this and that, or you could help us get our registration. Hey, we give you an extra $300-400 every pop. Every time someone come through, we give you an extra $300-400. I've seen people do it. I've seen it happen. And you know what? I've actually seen a motor vehicles get raided behind that. Irvington, New Jersey, that happened. The whole motor vehicles got raided behind that. They was helping people pass the tests, the CDL tests and everything. Don't fall for it, people. Like I said, it don't matter what type of job you got. I know a lot of y'all got stories out there too, where somebody came to you. Like I said, I don't care what job you got. You could be working at the regular Home Depot or Lowe's. Somebody approach you with some type of scam, and they hoping that your avarice, remember, avarice means greed. They hoping that your greed kick in. Where they go, hey man, listen, yo, I was gonna get this, so I'll give you an extra $200 if you could let me get through with this and this and that. Don't fall for it. I'm telling you, there are people, a dime a dozen, that they will come at you. I don't care what type of job you got. They will come at you with all kinds of scams and schemes, telling you that you can make all this quick money if you just do this one little thing. Hey man, you can make. Could you imagine the average person that life is rough, the bills is tight, they're barely making it every week, and now somebody out of the blue come to them and say, hey man, you doing this route here? Hey man, I can make you an extra $2,000 cash right now if you could just drop this package off real quick. Hey, you doing this route in this area? Look, I just need you to take this over here. See, a person that's going through real tough time, the avarice inside of them is like, And all you saying is, I just got to drive to the street. That's all you saying I got to do. That's it? Just drive it up there and just drop it off? That's it? And I'm going to get $2,000. Now you sure? See, people, the average start thinking for them, like, should I do it? He said $2,000. Yeah, look, I tell you what. See, and then they really get you when they say like this. I tell you what, man, I'm going to give you $1,000 right now. I'm going to give you $1,000 right now. And when you get to the other side, the other guy going to give you the other $1,000. That's where you know it's legit, man. You know it's legit, man. You ain't getting those, yo, man, it's just straight cash. See? Now you like, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. I'm telling you, these jokers are out there, and they will get you fired, and if even charges brought on you. Don't fall for it. Be smarter, folks. Do not let the avarice of someone else's scheme or scam be the reason you get fired or even locked up. Life-changing consequences. What stories y'all got about that? Because like I said, we go on and on. How many times, it might even be your supervisor at your job test you. They'll test to see about your avarice, your greed. They're like, hey, Jonathan, listen, I know we got 50 of these boxes coming down the belt, but I want you to let the first 5 go by. Or I want you to load those into Jonathan, into John's truck. Wait a minute. Those going on belt A. Nah, don't worry about it. Put it on belt C this time. Like, yo, hold on. Supervisor's telling me to do something against company policy, get it in writing. Tell him I want it to be documented because I don't want this coming back on me later. Don't play me. What's the old saying? Go play lotto. You can play lotto. Don't play me. You want me to do something? I know that ain't how that's supposed to be done. Get it in writing, or yo, is the camera running right now? Let me roll my camera. Cause you ain't about to get me sent up the river. You get what I'm saying? But y'all know what I'm talking about. I could keep going on and on about all kind of stories like this where people get fired, if not even charges brought on them because they let their avarice, another word for greed, A-V-A-R-I-C-E. Use different words, folks. They let their greed, aka avarice, they let their greed get in the way at their job where somebody came to them and say, hey, man, hey, young lady, yo, if you could just do this one little favor, yo, I can make you a quick $500 right now in 5 minutes. All you got to do is do this right here. You like, Nah, don't do it. Don't do it. You know, I normally say a lot of times in my videos, you can do it. And this time I'm gonna say the opposite. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Be smarter. That's all I'm saying. Be smarter. Just like I give you guys a word of the day in every video, so you could use different words when you're talking to other people, when you gotta write something, you know, rather it's a protest, a grievance, whatever it is on your job. Yo, use different words. Show how educated you truly are. You're learning every day. You should be. But definitely, don't let your avarice be, don't let the avarice be the reason you get fired or locked up behind somebody else's scheme or scam. But I want to hear some of y'all stories. And on that note, peace.